What's up, Pisces? Good evening. This reading already feels intense, emotional, and full of major realizations. Somebody here is finally seeing the truth about what went wrong. And now they're starting to understand your side in a way they never allowed themselves to before. Um, this person's whole world is shifting right now. The old patterns, the fear, the ego, the excuses, the third party energy, the comfort zone they kept hiding inside of, all of it is starting to fall apart. And the crazy part is, they thought walking away from you would make things easier, but it didn't. It only made them feel like a part of them was missing. But the question is, why did they keep running from the one person who was trying to show them the truth? Why did they choose silence, pride, or fear when deep down their heart already knew you were different? Um, this person feels guilty. They know they hurt you. They know they caused confusion. They know there are still things unresolved between you. And now the universe is pushing them to face everything they tried so hard to avoid. This person misses your energy deeply, your presence, your smile, your words, the way you saw through their mask and still tried to love them through it. And now they don't want to run anymore. They want to come forward. They want to speak honestly. They want to make things right. And they want to finally offer you something real, something stable, something they should have given you from the beginning. So trust your intuition because somebody is going through a powerful awakening, realizing your value and preparing to return with truth, apology, and a serious new beginning. And let's get into your reading.
I feel like your person is really sitting with a lot of regret right now. It's like they've been tangled up in relationships or situations that just aren't serving them anymore. And I get this sense that there's been like a lot of distractions, things that once brought them pleasure or even just indulgences that kept them from looking at the bigger picture. But I really feel like they're starting to see that this stuff doesn't make them happy anymore. It used to fill some kind of void, but now it's like they're feeling empty. What used to bring them joy or excitement just doesn't do it anymore. And it's like they're craving something different. They're craving the real thing. They want what you're offering because it's something they've never experienced before. It's a depth that nourishes them, helps them grow, and makes them want to be better. And they've been in this place where they've allowed all these karmic influences, whether it's their own toxic patterns, people, or just negative energy around them to keep them stuck. But now they're done with it. They're realizing that they can't let all that control the connection anymore. They've been manipulating themselves, holding on to excuses, and just getting in their own way. They're really tired of it. But here's the thing. For a lot of you, it's not really a question of whether this person loves you, because they do deep down. It's more about them feeling trapped in their circumstances, not knowing how to break free. They've spent so much time caught up in their old ways, not knowing how to step into something healthier or more fulfilling. This person is someone who struggles with change. That's not easy for them. They've been so accustomed to what they know, even if it's not good for them, that making a change feels like stepping into the unknown. The universe has been trying to guide them, but it's like they've been ignoring the signs, right? Sometimes they hear the message loud and clear, but their ego gets in the way and they push it aside. But now they're beginning to see that they need to let go of these harmful connections and habits. They're realizing that this old way of living isn't working for them anymore. It doesn't bring them happiness. It doesn't fill the void they've been trying to fill for so long. So they're starting to feel the urge to reach out. They're feeling the pull to talk to you, to share what's been on their mind. They might even be playing back old conversations in their head, replaying what you said. They might have been, pretending that they didn't hear you or that they didn't care, but they did. They're just afraid of facing the truth. And the truth is, they're really starting to question everything. They're looking at their life and realizing that the way they've been living hasn't served them. They've been stuck in this loop of unhealthy connections, and they don't want to be there anymore. They want to break free, but they're not entirely sure how to do it yet. They're struggling with the fear of making the wrong choice, of choosing the wrong path, or honestly just being vulnerable and letting someone in. They want to come to you, but they're scared. They know that they've hurt you in the past, and they're wondering, how do I make it right? They feel that weight, that guilt, but they're still trying to figure out how to navigate through it. But the thing is, they feel that connection with you. They can't deny it anymore. They can't ignore it no matter how much they've tried. They know that you're their person. They know that they were meant to be with you. And now they're realizing that it's time to stop running from this connection. And they're figuring out that it's not just about avoiding pain or protecting themselves anymore. It's about embracing this bond and being open to what's real, what's honest, and what's true. And I think they've learned that they can't keep going through life pretending that they're fine when they're not. They can't keep pretending that they don't need love, that they don't need connection. They've realized that they've been lying to themselves for so long, and now they're finally ready to face the truth. This person is going through a massive awakening, and they're finally understanding that they need to step into their truth. They need to release all of the past baggage and break free from the fears and doubts that have held them back. And when they do that, they're going to be able to see the future with you clearly. But it's a process. It's not going to happen overnight, and they know that. They're still working through their own struggles, their own fears, but they're coming around. They're realizing that you're worth it, and they're starting to understand what this connection really means. So, while they might still be in that place of figuring things out, they're getting closer. They're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, and they know that they need to take action. They need to stop hiding behind excuses, and they need to show up for you the way they always should have. They're starting to realize that they can't keep avoiding this and that they have to face the truth, even if it's scary. And I truly believe that when they finally step into their power and embrace this connection fully, it's going to be something beautiful. It's going to be worth the wait, and they know it. But for now, they're still working through their own process, figuring out how to make things right. And that's what's happening here. You may really be this person's first true, real love. There's something about you that makes them feel a deep intensity, a strong chemistry, and this undeniable passion. But it's not just that. It goes way beyond that. It's like they need you. You're more than just someone they're attracted to. You're their life source. In difficult times, there are certain things you say or do that really calm this person down. You provide them with this sense of fulfillment that they can't find anywhere else. You make them feel whole, like they've always felt like something was missing in their life. And that's why they turn to karmic situations, karmic relationships, or just behaviors that helps them repress that emptiness. No matter how much they achieved, no matter how many people admired them or how many possessions they had, it was never enough. They always felt that void, like something important was missing. But then you came into their life. You filled that gap. With you, they feel this sense of completeness. You are their prize. You've become their Six of Wands, where you're their best option, their best choice. They know they'll never find anyone else like you. And, they may have tried to replace your energy with other people, but they always fall short. There's only one you, and you are made for them. That's why you understand them so deeply, because you have faith in yourself, you have faith in them as well. And now they realize that you are exactly what they've needed their entire life. You are the missing piece they've been searching for. At some point, this person didn't see it. They were stuck in their old patterns. They couldn't see how special you and your connection really were. They were distracted by things like status, material goals, and the opinions of others. But now they are waking up to the truth. They've realized that they've been looking at things all wrong, that you're exactly what they've been missing. They may have had their life all planned out. Maybe they were thinking they needed to get certain things right before they could commit, but when you came into their life, everything changed. You illuminated their shadows, you showed them their toxic patterns, and you forced them to see the truth. Now they're trying to figure out how to rearrange their life to make room for you. They know they need to make adjustments, but for some of you, this person might be feeling embarrassed about how they've handled things. They might be avoiding facing themselves because they know they've messed up. For those of you who feel like there's been distance or silence, I want you to know that it's not because they don't care. It's because they know deep down that you and they are meant to be. They're feeling bad for pushing you away and not handling the connection the way they should have. They realize that they let their impulsive actions and selfishness push things to the breaking point, and now they see that they need to come back, admit they were wrong, and make things right. This person is dealing with the consequences of their actions, and they're feeling the weight of those decisions. They know they've hurt you, but they also understand that they can't keep running from the truth. They're realizing that you are their true love, and they need to be honest with themselves and with you. The separation has really made them see things more clearly. They feel it deeply now. They're going through a transformative moment, and they can't deny the pull between you two anymore. You are their safe haven, their warmth. And they realize that they've been avoiding what they truly want. They've been avoiding the love they know they need. The chaos they created, the walls they put up, all of it is starting to crumble. They're finally letting go of what no longer serves them, whether it's people, habits, or toxic patterns. And this person is now realizing that you are what they need to move forward, to have the kind of love and connection they've been searching for. They are ready to make amends. They want to come into union, but it's not just about physical closeness. It's about making real changes in their life to build something lasting and genuine. They know they've hurt you, but they want to show you they are capable of being the partner you deserve. This person is learning to trust themselves and to trust the connection between you two. They've been through a lot of self-reflection, and they realize that they need to make things right. They can't keep running from the truth anymore. They want to fight for this connection, and they want you to know that they are committed to doing the work. So even if things feel quiet right now, even if there's still some distance between you, they're working on themselves. They're making the changes they need to make, and they want to come back, but they need to do it right. They want to come back as their best self, and they want to build something real and lasting with you. You've been their constant, their anchor, and they know that they've been taking too long to come to terms with their own feelings. They're ready to move forward, but it's all about the timing and making sure they do things the right way. They want to show you that they can step up, and they can give you the love and commitment you've been waiting for. They just need a little more time to get everything in order. But trust that this person is coming. They know what they want, and they're going to make it happen. Just wait for it. They're isolating themselves. They're asking themselves, who am I? Who am I meant to be? This is somebody that didn't know how to handle these intense emotions and these intense feelings for you. So instead of working through this, trying to understand, instead they did everything possible to numb the pain. This is somebody that may feel more comfortable vocalizing. You may not realize how this person feels unless you're intimate or you're in a very intimate setting where it's just you and this person. They are confessing, I feel you pulling away, and it triggers my fears that you'll leave me for good. I think that this person, honestly, is really struggling. You have a lot of fives here and a lot of ones. I think you're beautiful inside and out, and I see the light that radiates from your soul. See, the problem here with this person is that they're watching you. They understand what you deserve, but because they're in this karmic energy, they feel as if they don't deserve you. They feel as if, you're better than them. This is somebody that has a lot of inner childhood wounding. This is somebody that feels you're changing. Things that used to captivate you are no longer captivating you. This is this person over here realizing why they're so drawn to you and why the connection is so intense and scary. And they're starting to understand their fears and what overwhelmed them. And it was their emotions towards you. Because whoever you're dealing with right now, they're having a major breakdown of who they are versus who they're meant to be. And I feel like this is somebody, whoever you're dealing with, this is somebody that typically is in control of everything. But when it comes to you, there's a lack of control because they can't control their emotions, which creates this sense of vulnerability. This vulnerability that this person is incapable of processing, scared because of maybe what happened in the past with their family or a family that they created. It's like this person is scared to let you in, but also too, they're at this place where they know that they're being challenged and they're having multiple conflicts in their life because they're staying stuck and they're not making any movement. They're asking themselves, if this person leaves, what am I going to do? They are admitting, you are my true love, my heart and my soul. That's what's so crazy about this person. For a lot of you, you may not even realize how deep this connection between you and your person goes, because this is somebody that isn't as comfortable vocalizing it in the flesh. This is somebody that talks about you to other people, but this is somebody that also has a lot of trust issues with inside of the connection. You and them may have certain differences, or this person, it's like there's either something about this person's family where they're very controlling. Either they have like certain arrangements that are made, even a range of marriages, which is interesting, or some type of arrangement within this connection where your person was supposed to follow a certain plan that was set forth for these people. It's almost like your person is supposed to go through the motions without feeling. I think that your person didn't understand your perspective because you saw what they didn't see in themselves. That's the crazy thing about these relationships, right? When you meet your true divine partner, your true divine soulmate, your twin flame, it's this energy where you see the potential of that person, you see their higher purpose, you see the path that they're meant to walk, because your soul recognizes their soul from this life, from many past lives, for a long time. This isn't your first rodeo with one another. So with this energy coming in here, your person is going through this energy with they're trying to understand what are they meant to do in this time frame. I also feel like too, this journey is teaching us one of the most important spiritual lessons, which is about illuminating this person's shadow. The thing about this journey, sometimes I think we forget that two things can be right at the same time. This person can love you and do the wrong thing. Those are both right. This person can put you through multiple tests to try to push you away, but also try to make sure to see if you're really there for them. It's like they push you away, but they don't want you to leave. Both are right at the same time. Sometimes I feel like with these journeys, with those of you guys that are on this path, you have to be in such a high vibration to look outside of yourself, to have that macro perspective where you can say, you know what, that was directed towards me, and that makes me want to be emotional. That makes me want to feel some type of way. But at the same point in time, I know that it has nothing to do with me. It says more about this person and what this person is going through or what this person is enduring. For some of you, you've even like shown this person a sense of compassion that they weren't expecting. Another 11, they're realizing that your love changed them, and not only that, but a love like yours can change the world. This is very special. This is bigger than the two of you. You and them have a mission together, especially if you're a part of the small amount that are twin flames. 1111 falls right underneath 11, and here's another 11. They are stating, I'm seeing synchronicities like your name or 1111 and working out what they mean. They're trying to understand the direction that they're meant to go in their life. See, right now they feel directionless. They know that they're not happy in this karmic energy, but they also know too that in order to be with you, there's certain things that they have to make amends with. There's certain things that they have to vocalize. There's certain truths that they need to speak to you. There's certain conversations that need to be had. And these conversations are challenging and hard for this person because they really just want to have a good time with you. They want to get together and just embrace. They don't want a heavy energy. Everything in their life feels very heavy to me. That's why this person is it feels like they're stuck, but they're not, because they're being guided by God, by the universe. Everything is directing this person towards union, towards this being a mission. And they're being asked right now to trust themselves and to trust the universe with the way that things are occurring and the way that things are happening. They're also shutting certain doors, taking out the trash, removing certain people in their life that do not belong. They're saying the planets are activating us to heal and bring us closer together. Surrender to change. They're surrendering to this change. That's another one. But this is about your person doing some type of cleanup in the back end. Our inner guidance is clear, but our ego is resisting it. What is this person resisting, Spirit? Can you show us, please? What is this person resisting change? They're scared. I just get somebody being very scared. Look at this. I've never felt love like this before. Its depths of it can be inspiring, but also overwhelming. They're resisting this connection. 10-8 may be significant. Somebody I just keep getting like major cleanup. Them cleaning up. They're also releasing. See, this is a full moon. So there's something here about this person releasing on this next full moon, because I know we just had a new moon, but on this next new moon, whenever you're watching this, this is a timeless reading. So when you're watching it, it's meant for you. You are drawn to this based on your energy, based on your vibration. This is an energy where your person is releasing what no longer serves them because they know that this is a once in a lifetime love. They know that this is infinity. They know that this is a divine connection. You've created a lot of change in this person. You've challenged this person in a way where you're creating this major growth within inside of them. They are confessing, I long shut off those parts of me that wanted love and romance and intimacy, but you make me long for those again. You want me to tell you why? Because this is a very significant relationship. This is somebody that really does view you as their person. This is somebody that is realizing, I want intimacy. I don't want to just live this life that's very fast and having meaningless relationships with people that don't really care about how I am. Whoever you're dealing with, this is a person where a lot of people rely on them, but like when they need somebody, they don't have anybody. And I feel like with your person, this person is very emotional right now. I feel like your name is being brought up a lot, whether it's by them or by other people. And your person is getting very, very triggered. Or when they see something of you, when they're being reminded of you, it triggers them because something inside of them makes them feel uncomfortable because they're not living in their truth. No matter how much they try to forget you, no matter how much they try to ignore you, ignore the connection, that's one of the hardest things that they've ever tried to do. And they're not successful at it. They were able to block everybody out except you. Why is that? This is a situation that your person is going through. But the beautiful thing about this is that your presence alone, like you're special, you've inspired this person, and without you, this person feels like they're missing the tools that are needed in order for them to be happy, in order for them to succeed. That's why they always say it's lonely at the top. You could have all the money in the world, but you could still be unhappy. You can still not have anything. Like he just wants to cuddle. He has a wall full of, celebrities that he's been with, but he's not satisfied until he meets this one random chick, right? That normally he would not be attracted to. Normally those two would not make sense in the normal realm. But she provides him something. She believes in him. I just feel like with this person, they run from the connection because they feel like they don't have the capacity to understand it. So they would run and they would settle with this karmic energy. They would settle in this negativity. They would focus on their materialistic possessions. They would feel like money, cars, things, those type of things would make them feel content, to increase their status, to increase their self-worth. So they focused on what they had control over. Finances. Now, this person is beginning to see things differently. And this is really about a sense of surrender with inside of this connection. This person no longer wants to run. They don't want to deny it. They're trusting in the universe and in God that there is a higher level meaning for your connection, for your situation. Who we need to know here? Can you show me, please? What do we need to know here? The Nine of Cups. You make this person really happy. You are this person's wish fulfillment. And there's something about your energy where you are so giving, you are so loving, you are so nurturing, and every time you give, every time you open up, you are always blessed. And at the time you may feel like, well, I'm depleted, I don't feel blessed, but trust me when I tell you this, even if there's a pause in your abundance, or even if there is a pause in, your life, things will pick up very quickly because you've done the right thing. You make this person happy, and they know that the moment that they turn their back on this karmic energy, the moment that they're in this Eight of Cups and they walk away from the illusions, the confusion, the trickery, right? The karmic energy, things are different. But it's also because you've inspired this person to be different. You're a blessing to this person, and the one thing that you provide for this person that no one else has provided before is a sense of emotional fulfillment. You cannot put a price on emotional fulfillment. They've never met anyone like you before. the way you think, the way you act from a very unselfish place. You do the right thing. That's something that this person is in major deep thought about, is what it's coming in as. The way you handle things, the way you go about things. This person views you as somebody that's very magical. Remember, like I said earlier, you have all the tools that are needed in order to fix this person. It's like the Wizard of Oz, right? The Tin Man didn't have a heart. It's like you have the ability to fix this person's heart. You have the ability to give them something that they felt like they were never going to obtain. This is somebody that has repressed these emotions. This is somebody that wants a serious relationship, wants to be loved, wants to be able to give love freely in a safe place, in a safe space. And they know that they can do it with you. It's like this person is the Grinch, and you help this person's heart grow multiple sizes, because despite this person's attempt to push you away, despite this person's attempt to sabotage your connection, despite all of it, despite the regrets that they have, despite them trying to pretend like they didn't catch feelings, you've changed this person's perspective on life. You've changed the essence of their energy. And it's something that they cannot, or can no longer ignore, because your energy is something so significant, and this person is in their head about it. Pisces energy, Gemini, Virgo, I want to say Cancer, which was weird because there's no Cancer here, but Scorpio, Aries energy, but they have a lot of regrets with this Eight of Swords because they're thinking about the past times that they lied to you, the past times that they were meant to be honest and open. This is somebody that's having this sense of anxiety because they're fixating on what they did in the past. They are thinking, how do I hurt somebody that only wanted to love me? How do I move forward? Jupiter and Gemini. What do I do to move forward? What do I need to communicate? I have to say something to my person. I have to let them know that I love them, that they are loved, and that I made mistakes in the past. I manipulated certain energies. I played certain games because I wasn't ready for the connection. But now this person knows without you, they're in this Eight of Swords. They can't get out of their mind. They feel stuck. Your person doesn't want to be alone. They cannot unsee what's been seen. This is somebody that wants to take off the shackles of these karmic situations, of the control, and fight. Fight for this connection. Fight for what's right. Fight for this love. Prove to you that you are worthy. See, this Saturn and Leo, this is a beautiful energy. You want to know why Saturn and Leo is amazing? Because this person gets what they want. They will get exactly what happens the moment that they start to follow their heart. This person following their ego, this person following materialistic possessions, wanting to be the center of attention, that's what's caused this person to go into this major sense of karma. And here's the thing about karma. Karma is always due. And this person is upset at themselves for the way that they've handled you, for the people that they've allowed into your connection to ruin your connection, the obstacles that they've created. They are thinking, why would I create these obstacles when you've done nothing but make me happy? You're my wish fulfillment. Why am I fighting my wish fulfillment? That's what this person is thinking. Why am I fighting my wish fulfillment when I genuinely love this person? See, you're everything to them. That's what's so crazy. You want me to be honest? Like, you may not even realize your significance in this connection. But they know from a deep soul level the fact that the two of you are meant to be with one another. They love you. You're their best friend. You're their soulmate. They know union with you is so important. This is Venus and Cancer. Venus and Cancer is a very deep feeling energy. This is an energy that's scared to let go. This is an energy that needs constant reassurance that they are loved and that you are loved and that you love them. You have a way of putting this person's mind at ease, and this person wants to reconciliate with you because you are their sun and moon and stars. You light up their world. You make them happy. Your energy is high vibrational. You are leading them to the promised land. You are leading them back to the path that they're meant to be on. You illuminated the truth with this person that it doesn't make you weak to love. It doesn't make you weak to ignore that they make you happy. Why are they fighting it? You're this person's inspiration. You're the creative muse. Taurus energy coming in. This is somebody that knows that they would be very successful with you, that wants to provide that success, that wants to give into this connection. This is somebody that wants to be a provider, that wants to love you. Wow. The twin flame card. I mean, come on. There's a lot of twin flames that are coming into union because the time is now. I feel like things right now are so unshaken or so shaky right now with a lot of people, places, and things that things are being illuminated and destroyed at the same time. And it's because the two of you are meant for one another. But this is about a sense of surrender, a sense of submission, completing this life purpose, solidifying this relationship in the 3D, grounding your relationship in the 3D. Not just having a 5D relationship where two people are in love with each other, but incapable of living it out. This is an energy that wants to solidify, that wants to have a 3D relationship. Ace of Cups, because your intentions were always pure. See, that's what this person is thinking about. They're thinking about the things you said to them, the way that their feelings came for you. They're realizing that their emotions were real and that the one thing that you taught them was a sense of self-love, loving who they are. It's a lot of Jupiter energy here. Lots of Jupiter energy. And with this Jupiter energy that's coming in, when this person does the right thing and leads by their heart and follows their heart and makes some type of tough decision to fight off this karmic energy, God is going to repay them significantly financially, mentally, emotionally, in all areas of their life, because it's all Jupiter. You've triggered this person into this deep sense of healing. If this person is silent right now, they're in deep thought about the higher purpose of your connection. This is somebody that wants to end holding back. This is somebody that's getting ready to release certain attachments that no longer serve them. Their past regrets with this karmic energy, them holding back, them having this sense of fear and a sense of lack and worry about their security and control and all of that, that's ending. Scorpio, Libra, Capricorn. This person now understands that they have to end it. Why do they feel like they have to end this? Because it doesn't fit their higher good, because it makes them unhappy. They're tired of being jealous. They're tired of trying to compare you to other people. They're tired of trying to make everybody else you when they have the real version. They have the prototype. It's in front of them. Why are they wasting their time? They're tired of being sad. They're tired of being depressed. They're tired of crying. They're tired of being alone. This person is going back to work. They're working on themselves in order to move forward. The beautiful thing here, even if they are in the Five of Cups, they're realizing that they no longer fit their situation, right? In the traditional tarot, the Five of Cups is a dude that's crying by the lake or the river. And meanwhile, they have the house that's happy, right? It's like they're tired of living the lie that they're happy when they're not. That's why this person is putting in this work. But the positive thing about this Mars and Scorpio is that Mars and Scorpio is such a determined sign. Mars and Scorpio always wins. This is somebody that's very dedicated to doing the right thing, to figuring out the way that things are going. And I feel like having this sense of reunion when it comes to you. But I feel like they also have to walk away from that karmic energy, which it feels like is getting ready to happen. Queen of Cups, 10 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups. There's a pair here. Everything is getting ready to change. I'm telling you, everything is getting ready to change. And it's once this person comes out of this Nine of Wands energy, once this person gets out of, this wounded warrior, this I am in misery, this poor me energy, everything changes. Look what's between the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. It's the 10 of Cups. This is a divine partnership. This is a soulful energy. This is an emotionally tied, intuitive connection. This person is obsessed with you. They want to make sure that you feel like they're very reliable and dependable. This is somebody that wants to be very devoted to you. It's like they're beginning to understand this, but it's almost like through a lack of communication, that's what's making this person have like this major understanding, which is really strange. How does this person view their current romantic connection with the collective. What is our current viewpoint on their connection with the collective? Okay, the Empress. So it's crazy. It's the Empress. I feel like this I don't I don't think it matters if you're a man or you're a woman that's watching this. Your person is realizing that they have to tap into a more defined feminine energy. Their energy has been too masculine, and it's something about balancing out the scales here. I don't know why that's coming in because it's like they're viewing you as this abundant energy, but that the two of you together are meant to birth something real. Like they're looking like this connection, it can be something much more than what's to the eye, right? It's like the power of two. You give somebody food, they make you a meal. You buy somebody a house, they give you a home. It's like it's something about that where they're looking at this connection from a very different perspective, not as if, oh, I'm going to have to do this and not receiving anything out of it. This person is having a higher viewpoint. How do they view themselves in this connection, their role in this connection? How does this person view their role in the connection with the collective? The Five of Cups, they feel guilty. They're upset at the way things have gone. How are they viewing the collective in this connection? What do they think about the collective's role here? Well, the Seven of Wands shows up, and it really speaks to your energy lately. I get the sense that you're setting healthy boundaries now, really protecting your space and energy. They see you as being very defensive, almost territorial about your boundaries, and it's kind of putting them on edge. For some of them, they feel like you're angry with them, maybe for the lack of communication or the lack of movement on their part. It's almost like they're sitting with this overwhelming guilt. They feel bad about the way things have been, and they're harboring a lot of regret about the whole situation. It's really weighing on them. So, what's blocking this connection right now? What does this person feel is getting in the way? Um, Identity shows up, and it's a really powerful card. It's like this person is struggling with losing themselves. They've allowed others or situations to take too much power over them, and they're starting to see the shadow of themselves, like they've been acting out of alignment with who they truly are. This is that karmic energy that's been holding them back. I can see that their identity is starting to unravel, and it's making them ask these deep, profound questions like, who am I? What am I meant to do? They're deeply questioning their purpose right now. For some of them, I feel like they're having these dark, almost spiritual moments, maybe even repenting or wrestling with some deep-rooted guilt. It's like they're vocalizing, I don't even know what you want from me. It's almost like they're in a dark night of the soul, going through these deep, painful realizations. They're so overwhelmed with regret that it's consuming them. They're obsessively thinking about everything, about what went wrong and how to fix it. But despite all of that, they're struggling to get out of their own way. They know they need to surrender, but it's so hard for them to let go and allow themselves to move forward. It's like they're fighting this inner battle, not quite knowing how to free themselves from the confusion they've created. All right, guys, that's all I've got for you for this reading. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I really appreciate it. You all mean a lot, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, okay? Bye-bye.